Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a timeless collective reading for everybody, and we'll go ahead and start off with divine guidance, and we'll just get like an overall message. I don't really do that, but I've seen other people do it, so I just want to try it because it seems like it would be fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try doing like just one card for your overall energy. Everybody, everybody that's watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and see here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that's the one card that we're gonna get. Wow, that's lit. Okay, that's amazing. I absolutely adore it. It's so fresh. So let's go ahead and see what it says. It's loved ones. So your friends and loved ones who have crossed over want you to know that they are with you. They are wrapping their loving energy around you and ask you to feel peace and serenity within your heart and mind about their passing. They are living and enjoying the other side and deeply desire for you to feel peaceful within this world. They ask you to surrender any painful situations you are holding on to and allow their loving presence to flow within your heart. Bring forth peace and serenity. Feel their loving energy and joyful life to give, to live here on earth. So this is kind of about and I see like this daisy in this card, and it's just like kind of calling to me, and it's receiving. So this is also like kind of receiving a lot of energy from people around you. This doesn't necessarily have to be people who have crossed over, but people who are also like within the spiritual realm. There could be like people in the spiritual realm like that are there for you, or vice versa, whatever it is that you kind of resonate or you feel for yourself. So your friends and your loved ones have crossed over, and they want you to know that they are with you. So you have like a lot of people, or a lot of like loving soulmate energy that surrounds you right now. All right, so now let's go ahead and see. And this is also just having love in your energy too, like just having like a lot of love in your energy. So let's go ahead and see. Ooh, I like these. Oh my god, it's the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. That's really interesting. So this is about like loved ones. And this is like, with the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is like everything, honestly. It's like kind of like an energy of just, it's an energy of higher dimensional planes. It's an energy of like where you are on like different dimensional planes in regards to like the loved ones here. So the loved ones are like kind of like in the interdimensional areas, because the sphere is probably like one of the greatest shapes, because like everything turns into a sphere, like planets and stars, they turn into spheres, which is really strange. Like I wonder why like everything just turns into like a sphere. But the sphere is just so important, because that's like the orb of like this is like the circle of like life, or like or like the sphere of just like power, so yeah, like basically this is like the yin yang symbol here, like, so yep. And the Emperor is going to be the masculine energy, which I didn't even get to that. The Emperor is going to express the masculinity here, and things are coming like out, like things are like becoming better for you. Look at this, because this is the Sun, and this is just expressing how happy he is. So, yes. Now the Ten of Swords is expressing the fact that there was like an ending, or this could be actually like, you know, somebody here who is like, you know, recycling in some kind of way. Now the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, it is Mercury retrograde right now too. And the Four of Pentacles is going to be, you know, the fact that maybe you're kind of being conservative of your space or time or yourself. But, yes. Four of Pentacles. Or claiming something as well. And the Five of Wands is expressing like hardships, or just like conflicts. And the Queen of Pentacles, this is going to be like, you know, kind of like an energy of just receiving, trying to be like in a receptive place of receiving finances here. And the Justice here is going to be balancing out, like karma is playing out well for you with the Justice card here. It's good. You're going to be receiving more money, as well as, you know, kind of just becoming more stable for yourself here, especially with the 4 and the 5 is going to, you know, kind of, you'll know what to do when you face conflictions here. Yeah, you'll know what to do. And the Strength here, definitely you're gonna know exactly what to do when facing any kind of hardships here. And this is going to be all God working. Like whatever you do that fixes your problems is really going to be like you channeling, you know, your higher self, and your higher self will make you do this. But the Four of Pentacles in the is just going to be you conserving your energy during the conflictions, you know, so. Now we have the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant. That's exactly what I was talking about, you know. The Hierophant is just like the energy of the masculine guidance. So, and the Nine of Wands, so perhaps you might be a little bit like, you know, spooked out to a certain degree in some kind of way. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, like thinking of things like, you know, oh, how does that happen, you know, or how did that work, you know, or why did that happen so fast, you know, like they're just kind of like thinking things, like trying to make things logical. In the Page of Pentacles, and looking at it from like, you know, like trying to look at it from like, you know, all points of views. And then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So, actually, this is also talking about how, what's it? There will be like, you know, wanting to learn more about, you know, whatever it is that, you know, you're going through right now. Yeah, because you're learning, but you're also questioning. You have like a lot of questions here. And that's good. That's what, like, you know, you should be questioning things, trying to think about like how things work in the situation. Now we have the King of Cups. So this is going to be something about your emotion, like about how you're giving your emotions here, how you're giving your emotions out, you know, because you could be like, like kind of trying to keep your emotions at bay to a certain degree, but also like, you know, trying to help, like, you know, in an emotional way, trying to help in an emotional way. Now the Seven of Swords is going to show the fact that, you know, you could be like overthinking, you know, what it is that you like are learning about, but you are actually following your heart here, because the masculine energy would walk, right? With the Eight of Wands, it's like, you know, a lot of energy of just love here coming directly to like to the heart space, because with this Eight of Wands, like it just really opens the heart chakra for me. Like it really just is, yeah. And the Hanged Man is going to express the fact that now, like, you could be seeing things from like a different perspective, because now you've opened up your heart, like for whatever it is that you're learning about here. And this was something that you're kind of guided by, but you kind of know with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, like those are two, like those are like, you know, like those are compatible with each other. They're like a pair. So now you know what you might need to do, and these are things that you could be doing discreetly as well. Like whatever it is that you're doing, you know, you could also be just doing things like, you know, in your own way, right? You don't need everybody like, you know, to, but that's not like, you know, that's for some people. And now we do also have like, you know, the Justice card, which is just the fact that, you know, things are just balancing out in regards to karma, and this is not only talking about like loved ones, like this is also talking about like if you have somebody here, like this is like, you know, going to be surrounding like, you know, emotional energy here, like connections that you have, whatever those connections may be. And yeah. Okay, so now we do have the Nine of Cups for you, and this is actually going to be like, you know, you being able to get away from any kind of situation that you don't want to be a part of, and you're going to be able to know how to do that. So you're going to be able to fly away on some crane as like this mermaid, and you'll be able to just, you know, fly away from anything that, you know, is like, you know, below you in some kind of way, or just not like, you know, nothing is like, you know, well, I don't know, I really don't know, but either way, the World, we do have the World, and the World is just going to express the fact that there's things that need to be completed, or there are things that are being completed in a sense, because it did come out reverse at first. And then we do have the Three of Cups, so maybe like there are things that maybe you might like be missing out on, or like, you know, like some kind of celebration here that didn't happen yet, or is going to happen. Now the Page of Swords is just like communication with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords reversed. So this is because of like, you know, other things that were involved, like that you like, you know, you had in your life. You had like, you know, you had different things in your life that you were trying to work out or see through, or like logically explain for yourself. But I do see here that you are going to be starting something new. As the King of Cups here, you're going to create like a new, like, you know, because the King of Cups, he takes his imagination seriously, and he understands, like, he's very like intuitive, like he's the King of Cups, like he's like all of the awareness of love out in the world. So you know, and love is basically all things. So the the energy of water is very, very strong. But you know, we need all elements to have like complete balance. So now we do have the Nine of Cups. So that is you being able to, you know, get away from things and actually be able to, like, you know, create your fantasies, because this is about, like, you know, the fantasies of what you would like to create here for yourself. Now, whatever it is that, you know, you were dealing with in the past, it's fine, because, you know, you're kind of just healing away from that. And the Tower here with the Three of Swords. Okay, so now this was because, like, this is reversed, so it's like there was something here that just happened and was just kind of very abrupt or startling. So we're just like intense, just very intense to be around. The Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. So these are like things that happened kind of like slowly, or like there were like things that like took time to realize, like because you didn't understand things because you were in the Two of Swords here. And this could have been like, you know, in regards to your emotional side, because this is the Empress, or you could have been like confused about, like, you know, your counterpart, and now you could be realizing something. So, like, you know, this Tower is reversed because this could be something that's like, I don't know. I don't know. What is this? Like something that's like, I normally say something that's avoided, but something that's just like kind of like, this could be also creeping up, because I see all of like these snakes. Like this is like something that's like creeping up on you in some kind of way, and maybe you're just like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. That's really hard to read. It's like a lot of intense energy. Something just like intense happened, and this was like, you know, something that I don't know like how this was dealt with. It could have been something that, like, you know, was like, you know, I don't know, an elephant graveyard with the sun. But the sun was reversed. That's the only reason why I felt like elephant graveyard. If you don't know what that means like when Mufasa tells Simba, like, oh, everything that the light touches is free for you to roam, but don't go to that shadow area. And that's because the Yang energy is like, you know, all light and then one spot of darkness. So yeah. So, and now we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is, this is also the Knight of Pentacles, but also the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about, like, you know, kind of like, you know, like getting ready to start something new, because this is like about getting ready to do something, preparing yourself, because the Nine of Pentacles has a lot of preparation, where, like, you know, you are prepared, like you are prepared for, you know, like with the Nine of Pentacles, you are prepared, right? But it's like, you know, maybe this has not happened yet, like this hasn't happened yet for you and your energy, like whatever this is gonna, like if this is gonna happen. But I don't know like what that is. That could be anything. But I guess that I can clarify it with this dragon deck. Okay, we'll just get one more card. The Knight of Cups. So now this is gonna be you making action toward, you know, whatever it is that you want here, whatever it is that your wish fulfillment is, and like in regards to your heart space, okay? So in regards to your feminine energy, because 9 symbolizes femininity for me, and Yeah, so now let's go ahead and see what that tower is talking about. I don't know, because I'm just trying to see what that could be, or what you should be warned about. Like, what should, I don't know, like, what should God, what do you want to tell them about the tower? Well, what do you want to see about the tower, God? Okay, now we do have the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Cups, okay, and the 8 of Wands. That was that 8 of Wands that we saw earlier too. So this is just going to be, oh, this is 8 of Pentacles, but also the 8 of Wands too. Because this is about, like, you know, having like a lot of like energy, or like having like a lot of things to do as well. Just this could be just burdenous or to a certain degree in some kind of way. Like, it's just like, you know, a lot to take in. It could be like, you know, a lot. It could be like, because like it's like, you know, it's like getting like attention from different areas, or giving your attention to different areas and different things. So that's like a lot, right? So now we do have the 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Cups here. That's on the back. But we have the 6 of Cups here, and now this is going to be something here that maybe you might need to work on. So this is something here that you might need to be working on. Like, this could be like a lot of work that you're just trying to work on after, you know, like, you know, you had to deal with it in some kind of way. So this is like Swamp Dragon. So like, this is kind of like giving, like, you know, this could be like a dirty room or like something like that. So now we do have the six of Swords. So this is moving forward from this. So this actually could have already happened, and it's done with now. So now you're just kind of trying to figure out, like, you know, how to get to a better place for yourself. Now I do have the 4 of Cups. So this is about making a decision about, like, you know, what it is that you want here, in regards to, like, you know, how you want to live your life, and receiving, you know, being, like, you know, being very picky about, like, how you're receiving, like, you know, knowledge, or how you're receiving, like, you know, things, like, in regards to what is spoken or what is thought of here. So just being very discerning about, like, you know, like, how, like, things are taken care of, but and, you know, choosing your words wisely. But this is also the Queen of Swords reversed with the 3 of Swords. So that can just be, like, you know, somebody here who is in a lot of pain and is kind of like in a mental thinking space. And now we do have the Jack of Swords. So this is going to be like the Knight of Swords. So this is like yeah, so this is just like a lot of energy. Like, you know, the Jack of Swords was just basically an energy of, like, you know, communication, not necessarily appearing in, you know, like, it doesn't necessarily happen, but it is there. Like, it's an energy of, like, kind of holding back and not taking action on words that are thought of, you know. But either way, that's the only thing that I was thinking about. But yeah, that's it, really. So really, this is just kind of like cleaning things up, really. And now the Knight of Pentacles, which is also the Knight of Swords, which is going to be like, you know, you not necessarily needing to take action, but just, like, you know, using, you know, your own intelligence in order to, you know, bring things to a place where it's justified for you. And you have, like, a lot of protection surrounding you because of these loved ones here that you have. So yeah, and the 4 of Pentacles symbolizes the protection, as well as the discerning 4 of Cups as well. And the 4 of Swords, just 4 in general, is just going to bring you a lot of stability. But the Tower is going to break down. It's like, you know, this is something that ended for a reason, like it's something that ended because it will bring you to a new start here with the World. and you know, you might be like, oh my gosh, like hold on, I need to like think about things real quick. So and you know, thinking about like how, like, you know, you can make this like a better situation for yourself. And the wheel of fortune is just going to be like, you know, you don't necessarily have to worry about like making it a better situation for yourself, but the Seven of Swords is there so that way you do make it a better situation for yourself. You know, you don't have to feel like, you know, like a need to survive. You just need to understand that whatever it is that you're going through right now, you're feeling that way for a reason, because just so that way you can, like, you know, act the way that you're acting. But yeah. Yep, that's how that works. Just so that way you can, you know, be like, you know, or whoever this is, you know, just trying to make things like a better space for yourself, or and also taking more action towards, you know, what it is that you want in your life. Yeah, and whatever kind of conflictions come your way, you will be able to deal with them correctly. Like, however way you deal with them will be guided. You know, you're going to be guided because we did have all of those energies of the Hierophant, the High Priestess, just being guided in general by the universe. And listening to your intuition. That's the reason why the King of Cups shows up, is because you listen to your intuition. So now we'll get some of these Angels of Abundance cards. Okay, so now we have the energy of purple coming out. That's royal. And that's also the energy of the crown chakra. So now we have unlimited ideas. So you're going to want to explore your creative side. So your mind is one with God's infinite mind. So whatever it is that, you know, you imagine is like, you know, God's energy. Therefore, you have complete access to the unlimited ideas. What does that say? I know what this says. Granted to bring blessings. Oh my God, it took me that long. Okay. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Okay, so right, like I said, like, you know, these are ideas that are being granted to bring blessings. These things are, like, you know, being guided to. You are being guided to do whatever it is that you're doing, you know? So, yeah. Okay, so now we've got orange. So detox your friendships. Wow, so this is about clearing things out here. This is very bright and like vibrating. It's like almost like waking me up. So it's like giving me the energy of orange. So your abundance is flowing Your abundance flow is being affected by people within whom you're spending time with. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So this is about really just kind of being around people who are better or good for you, understanding who, because all people are energy bodies, and they are all the energy is they are all just energy, because literally everything is energies, everything is a vibration, everything is a little tiny vibration, because atoms are basically just vibrations that everything is a vibration. So yeah, and then we've got the vibrations that we see, well, we don't see them, but well, yeah, basically we can see vibrations, because it's a table is a vibration, anyways, everything's a vibration, right? So you would have to be able to identify what vibration is what, just how we're able to identify radio waves versus TV waves or remote waves, so being able to distinguish what vibration belongs to what particular category, so that way you can understand what vibration people are at, right? Around you, you just know what that vibration is, and then you're just okay, I can't use I can't try to turn up the TV using the stereo, I can't do that, because it's not it's not the same vibration. It's not gonna work, you know what I mean? So you can't do certain things with you can't match you can't match vibrations when they are separated. Anyways, now we've got partnerships. So now you do have partnerships that are surrounding you, especially these loved ones here. They you know what to do. So you know whatever it is that you need to do. So just make sure that you do it in a way that's best for you, so that way you can just give your time to process. And they're unlimited ideas, so you're going to be getting everything. Just listen to your intuition. With the King of Cups, you're going to be listening to your intuition, and you're going to be very much endowed to maybe a partnership here that you have with some soulmate here. This could be an angel or the high priestess that we saw earlier. So now allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. That's nice. So, okay. So this is somebody who can help you. And look, it's both the pink and the pink, so that's just very romantic. And then we do have release resentments about money. This is about detoxing negative energies. And this could be just detoxing from friendships in some way. So you don't necessarily have to delete somebody off your social media. You can just take time away from them for a little bit. But let go of guilt. So let go of any kind of guilt that you that may be inside of you. And I don't mean that, I didn't mean that. So I did not mean that at all. I didn't mean that at all. So please, so release resentment about money. So this is just really just releasing any kind of what I mean by that is you don't have to detox, you don't have to completely remove things, in a detox you don't have to completely cut sugar out of your diet 100%, right? You can just like, you know, take a break from it instead of like, like overeating or something like that, like me. Okay, so I mean, no, you don't, like, you know, we don't do that. Like, honestly, I do remain pretty balanced, to be honest, but and I pray that you do too. You are very healthy, thank you, God. But either way, we do have release resentments about anything, about like abundance. So this is about abundance in regards to like what you can have. So, and let go of guilt. So like let go of like any kind of shame, and like be shameless, you know, like that one Showtime show. So clean energy food, and don't like allow like where you came from or like what happened to you determine like what's gonna be your future. You know, don't allow that ever to happen. Like, you know, because where we come from, like our past has nothing to do with our future. So now we do have declutter. So this is really just like trying to get clear, really getting clear. That's the advice that they want you to know. Like this, especially this loved one, they want you to declutter your life and just get like very clean. And this is like kind of following that tower energy that we had saw earlier, that was kind of just like, you know, expressing the fact that, you know, you were clearing things up after something, you know, could happen, after something happens in general. Yeah, I think that's it basically. So just remember to stay clear of any kind of things that maybe you've been like in like, you know, inducing in too much or something like that, indulging in too much, or yeah. And then we have visualize abundance in all forms. So that's gonna be the kicker here. You're gonna be able to visualize abundance in all forms. That's what you're gonna want to do. And then like a windfall of abundance, you know, just like how Santa comes and like, you know, he freaking drops gifts all over people's houses. That's like a windfall of abundance. So know that, like, you know, abundance can come from anywhere at any time. You just have to be open to receiving it, right? So visualize abundance in all forms. So you just have to keep on like thinking about, like, you know, how things can be in abundance, and to think about, because we can think about, like, you know, different things in abundance, like, oh my gosh, I have too much of this, but no, don't think about it like that. Just think that it's not even there. Because the more any kind of energy that you give, anything that you think about, you're giving it energy, whether it be hate or love. You know, if you're giving like energy, like if you're like, you know, like if you're thinking about something, you're just like giving it your awareness, whether it be hate or love, right? So whether you're thinking negatively about it or positively about it, you're still feeding it. So you want to feed the right things, right? Because your awareness is the nutrition, and whatever you're thinking about is the body. So you want to feed the right body, right? You want to feed, well, not necessarily, you don't want to feed the right body, like, you want to like make it like that, but you want to feed the correct, you want to nourish to produce a particular, like, you know, flower. You have to water the right seed. Okay, there we go. We have pay yourself first. So also, you know, pay yourself first and look inward first as well. And then block out distractions, and, you know, try to like just attract things into your life instead of, like, you know, imagining yourself like chasing them, you know. Now you're going to want to understand that, you know, when you use your creativity, that will help you with any kind of obstacles. So use your creativity and use your, you know, your divine channeling energy, and be able to understand, like, you know, what it is that you need to do. Just follow your heart, basically. And now donations and tithing and charitable work. So give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So this is just a reminder to put only love out into the world. This is a lot of love energy. This is a lot of love energy. So you're going to want to, maybe like you feel like, in order to release like the guilt, you would want to do good deeds, right? But, you're going to want to also make sure that you pay yourself first too, right? Because we're going back to this energy, which is like detox from friendships. And that could be detoxing yourself from anything that you've been like inducing in too much, right? So you're going to want to just kind of like maybe take time to like just meditate and think just like to yourself or like about yourself, and just kind of put your awareness like, in your forehead, or like, like around your ears, or like, on your fingertips or toes. So you just like think about yourself, and that just that regenerates you. So think about yourself in a good way, right? So think about yourself in the best of ways, like think about yourself in the best light. And that's what you are. So, now, nobody's saying that, you have to like, do things to, to make things like, to make yourself feel better. But sometimes, that's like, like that can be healthy. Just make sure that you do it like in a way that's good for you, where you don't have to like, give too much. And know that, everything that you give out here will be something that, you're giving just to yourself. But you're going to want to also pay yourself first, because, you're going to be receiving good karma here after, you've been like, kind of clearing up all this energy. You're going to be receiving good karma because you have been like you are like, just kind of like working really hard at like, making things a better place for you and yourself. So, and pay yourself first. So, yeah, I guess that's all that I've got right now. So, I guess that I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day and continue to be yourself and enjoy your life. So, yeah, be your best self and just love you. Bye.